It does not know what to do. Okay. There we go. Now we have something. Maybe we should just stick with this. I don't know. We're gonna go right here for now. We can edit it later. Probably should turn. I don't know how loud that is. Making sure that we have audio all the way around. Everything looking good. Hopefully everything's looking good. Maybe. You should know. A lot of testing has to be involved. That's really what this is. It's a giant test. See if everything is working and everything is happy. You have to have everything happy, everything to work. So let's hope that that is the case. And that we are moving pretty good. Messing with everything. I don't even know what's all. It's been so long I don't even know what's all going on this end anymore. Top of that, I switched back to Streamlabs because things. I want to make sure how things are going over on this end. I think it's a little bit better to do it this way than OBS. At least a little bit easier. So it's kind of like experimenting, seeing what works. But who knows? Maybe this is not the best way to do it. And we all been fooled. Oh, mother. So just raise that up one. Maybe right there. If that works, I can stretch it down a little bit. It looks a little better. On the border of that. So a lot of things that we're working on here. Little things will make it a So let's see. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So, new editor windows. What? See how things have turned out. Make sure there's no errors. Where we have that set to 10, that should be 25. For debugging purposes, I think that's the reason why I set it to 10. I know last time we worked on this, the mic is going out of control and it's making me nervous. Like it's making me nervous that it's picking up unnecessary background noise. It's probably because the AC is going on. Stupid AC. It'll be off in a second. Hello, Mango. It's been a long time. It has been a long time, and I am alive. It's a glorious thing to be alive. So let's see. Thinking about just moving this to this scene here. I don't know. See the whole screen. See part of the screen. I want to do it more like this layout. I just want to edit a couple of things probably at some point. Oh, hold on. I'm going to add source. That source. Not music. For this section. Yeah, we're just gonna hold it like this. I'm indecisive between the two. Now we'll just play like this. And we'll kind of think about all the rest of that fun stuff. Okay. Sky is a little too green. Of course, I remember because I haven't figured out how I want to do the sky yet. Too many different ways to do the sky. We did part of this room. We haven't added the snacks yet because I don't quite know how the snack system is going to work. A long time ago I did the saving level data, and it didn't quite work. So that's kind of like where I'm at right now. That's how I'm gonna make the that's fixed. How this camera reacts to light needs to be fixed. Like that. That needs It's good to come back and have your mind refreshed on some of these things. I don't think this is an updated floor texture either. No, this. It's up at night. Yeah, there's definitely many ideas for expansions. Yeah, this is not an updated texture. Okay, grief, what on earth is going on with the light? I don't even have the function where it flickers on these. I remember I did that, but I turned it off because I didn't like it. The sewer idea is good, and the caverns update expansion cavern is also a good idea. Need to find a better way to do these. I figured that these are taking up a lot of this wall. Taking up extreme complexity account. What's that over there? What is that? That's a cobweb. Because it's overlapping. It's stuff that overlaps. Oh, so is this... Are these walls overlapping something? That's possibly could be it. There's probably duplicate walls. I want to revamp these light textures I have. No, it's completely understandable. I love input, so I do not mind. And I have no idea what I have done to this light. This light is good. We need to add lighting in this section here. Definitely need to add lighting. And of course update the textures. Yeah, this room looks so cool with updated textures. I don't know about the walls. The walls would be a pain to do. I think these will turn out just fine. These water spots will be good. Yeah, definitely. Definitely need to do that first. Get everything, the basics down and complete. Oh, yes, I completely forgot I had this. That way I can easily go back. And I think ahead. I really think ahead. Let's see, do we have one page maze? Yes, sir. Now this one, this one should be priority, next priority, this section here, because in order of the game, this will come next. So I have to do the hedge mage section. That requires the greenhouse. And honestly, if I could want to do like the basic layout of it, get that complete, a very voxel build. And I think once we get that complete, then we can, of course, move on to the fun stuff of editing and texturing. once we do that, this section will look really cool. I'm actually looking forward to Hedge Maze section. Because this will actually give pretty good motivation to keep going and making it look a little better. Don't fall. There we go. Why did I do that? Oh. I really need to make like the double jump feature permanent. Wonder if we can't go into the code. Now for the fun stuff part of figuring out where everything is at. Third person character blueprints. Power ups, here we go. Oh. How does the spring system work? Is there? I bet there's a function that I did. I'll just go to first. Pick up items. There we go, springs. So we need to get the character. Oh, I need to do that. I need to go into the game instance. Turn on has springs. Okay, we need to do that. And where is the game instance? Or I should just ask, what is it called? It's called the game instance, man. I think original things. Very original. Is it in third person? Game mode is. I have no idea where I put the game instance. Is it in levels? There it is. That spring service. Set that to trip. Compile. Nice. Okay. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier, but that will help us kind of traverse levels now. Okay. So, the dock area. We have all this in this level added to everything. So now we're good. But we need to figure out. I think honestly the warehouse section will look pretty cool once we add like the conveyor belts and stuff. There's just a lot of quality of life features, and I have no idea why I put the work gate down there. The work gate belongs up here. Don't know. probably scoot that over too. A lot of it is just updating the textures. So as you can see right through it on this side, but on the other side it's filled. So I think once we do that, and honestly just adding lighting to this area will make it look pretty cool. Because there's just so much here, but you can't. The fog looks pretty cool, and we might keep it if it looks okay, but I don't. If not, we need to add a trigger like at this door here. Then once we enter here, the fog on the outside will turn off, and then we can make custom fog or something like that for the inside. It looks okay right now, but I don't know how well it will transverse once we add lighting and stuff like that. We will see. Platforming skills, we can make it up there. We have to try to make it up there at least. Since there was only texture on one side, it couldn't detect if that was an actual collision floor. So then it put me there. Is it FO? Which is... yeah. Open up this one. Alright. Uh-oh. This is not the updated one. This one's the updated one. I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. Oh, there we go. This is the completed one. Or thing that says completed is the one that's completed. Let's just scroll through here like this. We can easily add the lighting texture like we have in the mansion itself. We need closed areas here where the platforms are. I think there's nothing back there. I don't think there's anything back there. We go through here. Again, air protection. A lot of this is conveyor belts. I need to figure out the conveyor belt system. Figuring out the conveyor belt system will help a lot. I do not. I need to go with. There we go. Need to fix that texture there. And yeah, and the optimization of textures is another thing we need to work on. Because there's a lot of duplicate textures, and we can easily just turn them down. And we need to figure out this, how we're going to connect this. Like have a staircase here, kind of build up there to this section. Couldn't do that. Again, where's the roof? It's right there. Just doesn't appear because it's annoying. We got this small section. And then we go over here. We have the spring power up. So we are looking pretty good. And then right here is the dock section. It brings you over here. So I need to figure out how we're going to do that to get you from here to there without it seeming weird or off. I don't know, I haven't figured that part out yet. We'll see. We will see. Maybe like a drop down. No. Maybe like a staircase system here. Brings you down here a level, and then it's just an automatic boat that drives you all the way over here. We can probably add like extra Scooby snacks or something to collect on the way that you can move through. Scooby snacks are enemies. Can't speak. So that will work. EO is the... No? Yeah, okay. I just added everything here. This one we can actually have. Okay, got here. Like I said before, this isn't gonna work. We want to see it. Like I said before, we can add a complete box here of things. And I think honestly that'll work pretty good. Having that completely closing this area in and making it an actual building will look nice. And of course a lot of it you won't be able to go to, and a lot of it I have to decorate on the inside. But having that area closed in, we can have its own lighting system and make it a little bit more cool. Forgot about this area. It's been a long time since I've been back here. Update these textures. They're needing it. might be able to make my own, but we'll see. Because it's kind of hard to, how it's made, try to update that, so I don't know. Once we get out, we have this section here, which will be kind of easy to build ourselves. We get a pit, and then we can take these sections here, kind of raise them up like a little hill. A hill. I don't know why I can't speak today. Don't know why. We can easily make this section here. It won't take much. And then the biggest problem we're gonna have is background elements, because there's nothing. Oh, and actually in any other levels, there's not much of anything in the background. We need to figure that out. Probably just need to close this section, put it closer together. Or it looks like that might be a problem. We might twist the section, turn it a little bit, and then do that. Bring them close. This section won't be too bad. Looks like a lot of it would just be maybe a few lights here and there, and then... Oh, I see a problem. This section needs to be connected here. Need to figure out how we're gonna do that. Here, and finally we have where you get the helmet, and then you have the cavern section here. I think it's cool how they did it. It's by, well, the lighting part, it's just a texture. All this is just like painted on point. So I'm wondering how well this section here will actually be able to be connected to the cavern section. Probably not very well, but be cool to see. This section will teleport you all the way somewhere over there. There at the beginning. Is it the beginning, this one? And it does not. There's the token. He does not appear in the mining section. That we have. Now the box colliders will be fun to do. So it'd be pretty easy. We can set them up here. And then, I don't know how, they're supposed to shake a little bit, so I'm wondering how to make that work and not look like jagged, or wonder if we can't do it on a synth wave, make it a little bit nicer looking in a sense. That's the hedge section that we looked over. I'm just trying to go through these sections. I won't do anything coding wise, but I'm just trying to get like an overview of what needs to be done. BO section. There's nothing here. Need to do that. I think I actually started that. Oh, here's the cave section. A little bit of the cave section. Yeah, good night, Mango. Like I said, I won't be on for much longer anyway, so, and I won't do much, I won't do any coding tonight, so you're not gonna miss much of anything. That's just an overview of things, get caught up, get my mind working a little bit. Here's the hedge maze. What's Geo? Geo does not exist. I assume it's the graveyard, but I don't remember. That's the home part. IO is the indoors. Alright. Need to make a closed section here. Wonder, instead of dying here, you just actually fall through the floor and enter here? I don't know. Maybe we should keep it the death barrier. Let's see. We can easily make a section right here. Did pretty well in that section, actually. I know there's some editing I need to do, like right here, where there's a chair and part of the table floating that I never got rid of. But yeah, this area is actually pretty good. Oh well. Tried them out pretty much. Done. Done. That was just like pretty good overview of things need to be done. It was a pretty short stream. Actually, it's almost an hour long, so not that short. But it was just basically testing things out, making sure the streaming service still works. And I know we got a lot of levels to edit and all that fun stuff, so we have a lot to look forward to. I do want to like start making like videos that are edited. And kind of have fun with that, because I know more people will probably watch those than these lives. I know a lot more people watch the update videos than these lives anyway. So keep that in mind as well. But I think that's good here for me. Oh, that's cool. So Does this level still work? Oh, it does still work. Let's see how well. Can't really do anything. Oh, it's still here. Did I set it to Z? It does still work. That's cool. To me, this is one of the cooler things I did. I'm making this game as this section for the boss. Still a lot I want to work on. It's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna sign off here for today. Let's do this. Alright, cool. So, thank you all for joining us here today. Had a great time. There's, of course, a lot of changes that we did here at that I did on the stream. But it's a lot of cool stuff that we're gonna be working on here in the future that I want to get done. I want to work on characters, enemies, trying to polish up a few things, actually make I want to kind of finish the home area with the Scooby snacks to make sure we have a save system, and a menu will be really cool to work on. Probably not as advanced yet as what it was in the game with how it controls everything, but and the mystery machine, but a little bit better. So thank you all for joining, and I hope you had a good time. If you have any questions, join the Discord server. And yeah, the Discord server, pretty active on there, at least try to be, or leave a comment on the video, on this stream, and we'll see what we can't do.